And I want to touch upon the other side of this, right? Which is the UI and design jobs for a second. We thought when these tools came out a year ago that, well, we're going to have, these tools do most of the work for us. But, in our own company, we have a bunch of people who are video editors. We have people who are designers. And it turns out we still need a person to run the tool because humans still need accountability, someone maintaining context. And it's
Yeah.
almost like the manager of the tool in some senses, right? Is this how jobs are going to evolve? Have you seen something similar, or do you have a path for how jobs will evolve now that these sort of tools are here?
I think it's going to be uneven and it'll be different for different kinds of jobs. There will be some jobs that totally go away where the AI just does them end to end. Mostly, I think it'll be a case of a new tool where people are just much more productive and can do work at a higher quality. So there will still be people that are in charge of, making a website look great, but the expectations of how good a website looks just go up a lot and we all get better stuff. In fact, maybe we get more. Maybe there's more demand for that in a world like that. That I think can cut many different ways. And then there will be totally new classes of jobs that we just haven't seen before at all.
Yeah. Do you have examples so far?
There are some kinds of customer support where I think an AI can just do that end to end, and that'd be in the first category. In the second, since we're on this example of graphic designers, taste still really matters. And like when we went from graphic designers had to do everything with like paper and pencil or, pens and paper, or whatever you want to call it, to having computer tools, they were able to do more and do better, but we still needed a lot of good graphic design in the world. We can now have a new tool, but, and no doubt it's going to change the workflow of a graphic designer, and some things that some people were paid for, they won't be paid for those tasks. But what it appears to me will happen is you will still need some sort of job, which is, make this website look beautiful. And maybe there are fewer people that do that, but they make much more money. And maybe there are more people that do it because we just have a, explosion of how many websites we can get. Like maybe it turns out there was way more demand for graphic design in the world than we could sort of like afford to fill. I think we just don't know on that yet. And then and then in terms of like entirely new jobs, the first example we saw of that was prompt engineer. Before AI came along, there was no such thing as a prompt engineer. Not only that, it would have been hard to conceptualize that there would be such a job. There's many more, but that's the example I give is the sort of near and dear to my heart one.
And it's so funny whenever some of these new jobs come in, they're always ridiculed at first, right? Like even building wrappers, and we'll come to that in a bit. But even with prompt engineer, a lot of people still don't take it seriously. Well, all you're going to do is write English. Do you have a defense for that? Do you feel there's some way to, make the people who are now going to be prompt engineers